So I would say evolution operates at both microevolutionary and macroevolutionary levels. So this is what we have to see. Good morning, aspirants. So let's continue our series of lectures on primatology. Today we are going to have a discussion on process of evolution. So process of evolution है क्या? ओके अब तक हमने समझा मेसोजिक एवोल्यूशन, सेनोजिक एवोल्यूशन. अब अगर जब आपको आंसर लिखना है तो आप करोगे क्या? क्या आपका कोर पॉइंट्स होना चाहिए, क्योंकि यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट्स को कम शब्दों में अपने थॉट्स को लिखना होता है, राइट? सो द प्रॉब्लम इज ओनली एन आर्ट ऑफ प्रोड्यूसिंग योर articulations, your ideas in limited words and limited time. So for that you have to be very coherent in your views. Okay? तो process of evolution को थोड़ा सा समझते हैं कि किस तरीके से हम अपने आंसर लिखेंगे. So I would say evolution operates at both microevolutionary and macroevolutionary levels. So this is what we have to see. So what is macroevolutionary mechanisms? I am explaining all these terms in order to fetch good marks. So macroevolutionary operate more on whole species than on individuals or populations, and they take much longer than microevolutionary process to have a noticeable impact. Okay, and then I have explained some features on macroevolution: large scale changes, longer time period, it is above level of species, extended microevolution, not directly observed, fossil evidence, more controversial, example reptiles to birds. Now microevolution, small scale changes in gene frequencies, few generations within species, small evolutionary change observable. Then you have less controversial, bacterial resistance to antibiotics. Now what you have to talk about, you need to talk on adaptive रेडिएशन प्रोसेस. तो जब हम एवोल्यूशनरी अंडरस्टैंडिंग समझ रहे हैं ऑन प्राइमेटोलॉजी, वी ऑल्सो हैव टू नो अबाउट adaptive radiation process. What is that? So potential capacity of a group of organisms to multiply is practically unlimited, but its ability to increase its number depends on availability of resources, right? So as population increases, access to resource decrease, and the environment proves inadequate, causing some members to move to low competition, high survival and higher reproductive success area to bring diverse species. This evolutionary process is known as adaptive radiation. ठीक है, तो adaptive radiation समझ में आ गया कि भाई what is adaptive radiation? जहाँ पे we can increase, multiply our number. Okay, so but its ability to increase its numbers. Now this adaptive radiation is very well explained to us by Charles Darwin. So now you need to write about these words, okay, that Charles Darwin first observed this process, adaptive radiation, while visiting the Galapagos Island, where he found a variety of finches that had evolved from a single seed eating species, right? So that had accidentally landed there. Now speciation frequently occurs through adaptive radiation by the discharge of genetic variability surrounded by ecology of the islands. Okay, and this is a picture of adaptive radiation. You can see here, you can make this picture. Then you will talk about, so adaptive radiation can also seen in the divergence of stem reptiles into different forms of late Paleozoic or Mesozoic when life form rapidly takes advantage of newly available ecological niche. Okay, तो आप ये कहेंगे species or a group of species will diverge into many variations. तो जो species है वो दूसरे variations में diverge होंगे through its adaptive potentials, the adaptive opportunities of the available niche. So in order to understand about evolutions of primates in primatology, we also have to understand the concept of adaptive radiation, which I have explained. Thank you.